回万箭穿心，雷霆万钧，嘿闪，
太多劲，
地堂斩，野火燎原，嘿。 野火燎原，闪！地堂斩，嘿！闪！阴旋长空，野火燎原，地堂斩，闪！嘿！回万箭穿心，嚯！雷霆万钧，嘿！哈！回！嘿！哈！呼风唤雨。 万钧斩，地堂斩，野火燎原，
呀！飞燕回廊，风之女传送，哈！仙女散花，呀！下雨啦！飞燕回廊，织女传送，哈！仙女散花，翔天蔷薇。
What's up, man? Not having a good day. Mine's just been giving me hell all day. Oh, nice rage quit. Come on, start. I really don't want to play with anybody. I just want to play by myself. I hate how they force you to play with people. I don't want to play with anybody. The server sucks. Come on. Get someone to join. The stupid button doesn't work. Oh. This is pissing me off. Can't I just play with AI or something instead of actual people? Come on! How many times do I have to push the button? It doesn't work. Come on! Hey, I just don't want co-op at all. It's always terrible netcode. Can't I just play alone? The stupid button doesn't work. Load. Why doesn't the button work? Stupid. Can I just join someone else's? Stupid shit. I hate forced co-op with bad netcode. I'm gonna just play by myself. Don't have good netcode, don't force me to play online. I would like this a lot more if it just had no co-op at all. Don't make me play with anybody. First, probably gonna kick me out. It's a stupid connection. That code is terrible.
金蝉脱壳，无限幻影燎原，心火燎原，怒火化，万剑归宗。
乘风风卷尘，下雨啦！小
We're all
天
dead?
桥
What happened?
脱壳，
What is this? I hate co-op. Single player only. It's like scaling or something.
金蝉脱壳。
Love being forced to play with people when I don't want to. The thing I hate about this is when you play it solo, if you try to play it solo, it still connects to the server for some reason. So it's super laggy. The netcode is terrible. Worse than KOF in that regard. I like the gameplay and it's a lot better. Just hate how they force you to play with people when I don't want to. This is why I don't like co-op in these games. The netcode is always horrendous. Could probably do it myself, but then it would just be a laggy mess. Is it actually going to let me push the button? Okay. Progress. Now the game needs to not crash. Jeez, man. Alright. We're making some progress here.
烈火战黑小阵，化血阵，白鹤阵。
It's like a full second delay on any input I make.
小阵，烈火阵，化血阵。
This guy doesn't seem to be bothered by it though. Thank you.
"今天又有很多福利呢！
Hey, this guy's back. You know, I would like to do this by myself, but because for whatever reason, it's server side, it's not client side. When you do these by yourself, I kind of have to get carried. I don't have a choice. I can't fathom why it's still server side when you're playing by yourself. I haven't seen a game do that pretty much ever. Generally playing just KOF All-Stars like that. All the like co-op and PvP in that game is horrendously laggy. But when you play solo, it's completely fine. Everything is always really responsive. This game's pretty cool though. It's more up my alley than KOF All-Star, even though the defensive options are way worse. It's cool on the endgame content, things actually stagger, so it still manages to feel like a beat 'em up. Instead of a hyper armor sim.
旋长空，贺亮翅，大鹏炮，
呀，仙女散花，飞燕回廊，穿云射月，道炎活石。
Nice lag. I love being forced to do this with people instead of being able to play how I want. Why did the controller stop working? Why now? Fucking Mantis, man. We charge for this and it's always broken. Charging money for something, make it work. Laggy enough as it is, and I'm stuck with crap touch controls. Stop working for no reason. Great. No fault of my own. I hate touch controls. Fork the fucking controller. 2021. Shit touchscreen. Suffer like this. Controls stop working. If I go out to fix it, the game crashes. This is somebody just doing a carry. Why the fuck don't they support a controller? Come on. Consistently making games like this and then like have no controller support.
日月双怀克令制，大鹏展翅，克令制，大鹏展翅。
Crap touchscreen. Actual controls.
穿云射刃，
地上的大鹏展翅，日月双华，我大克令制，霸王击顶。
This is dreadful. Why does this have so much forced multiplayer? This is not fun at all. So much of this asks to not be forced to play with anybody.
飞燕回廊，
Takes like half a second for it to even respond.
雷八星，
仙女散花，飞燕回廊，
Die. I can fix this.
翻雷滚天，
仙女散花，飞燕回廊，织女穿梭，穿云射刃，
阴旋长空，地堂斩，银火燎原，鹤令翅，猛雷八星，霸王击
Controls
顶
are，horrible.
地堂斩。
Support for fucking controller.
飞燕回廊，织女穿梭，仙女散
Come
花，
on, just die.
鹤令翅，日月双华，我大鹏展翅，鹤令翅，大鹏展翅，鹤令翅，
I can't play like this.
爆炎火石，
大鹏展翅，鹤令翅，翻雷滚
Come
天。
on, just die.
日月双华，鹤令翅，我鹤令翅，
穿云射刃，
Come on.
呀，织女穿梭，
Lag and bad controls.
鹤令翅，雷八星，
仙女散花，飞燕回廊，
Probably, Mantis is probably broken now. Knowing Mantis, it's probably broken until I get home. Mantis is such a great, reliable program that they totally have the right to charge for. Can't even rely on it. It's actually like the least reliable program I've ever paid for. What's gonna happen when I go out? It's probably gonna say it's disabled for some reason. Yeah, I'm just gonna play something else. I don't have patience for this tonight, especially after the day I've had. I'm not in the mood. They haven't fixed this either. It seems like just certain games it just doesn't work consistently. It'll just decide to stop working randomly. The problem is that these games should just have fucking controller support. Stop making beat 'em ups on phone to begin with. Make them on a better platform. But if you are at least support a controller. I really think that's asking for much. That's like the minimum. Really aggravating. And this game's pretty fun to play. It's just the lag and the shit controls is what really brings it down. I like playing with randoms when it's like it works. When it's just a laggy mess, I'd rather just play by myself. They don't have anything about controls in here.
今天又有很多福利呢。
Yeah, I think the controls just broke. Did they? Can't tell. Let me go into something. Somehow still working.
喝亮翅，闪！地塔斩，野火燎原，鹰旋长空。嘿嘿嘿嘿。 无乃常山赵子龙是也，无乃常山赵子龙是也。
No, I can't do this today. I had to wait till tomorrow, I guess. There's some good progress on this today. This game is really fun. It's just... It's got that standard jank. No controller support, bad netcode. Just this game really does forces you to play with people a lot. And that's what kind of kills it for me in some ways. I mean, that's why I don't really play fighting games anymore, besides Grid, for that exact reason. As much as I love fighting games, they're not enjoyable when, you can't, this game doesn't respond to what you, what you press.
有回馈。
银火良器。
I went on the Facebook for this, and I saw a bunch of people saying, fix your servers. So it's not just me. If you're gonna force people into co-op, you should have functional controls. Controls and netcode. Otherwise, it's just agonizing to play. That goes for anything.
你鸿运当头。
Well, I can't really do much else on here. I think I'm just gonna do this. Play something else. It's pretty cool though. I think this will replace KOF for me, despite the problems it has. I mean, I went on their Facebook page and everybody's telling them to fix the servers. So at least it's not something only I'm experiencing. It's kind of weird design to like force co-op so much when your netcode can't handle it and the servers can't handle it. There's a lot of times when you like boot up that game, it doesn't load. Or you load into an instance and the game freezes. It's like, why are you forcing people to play online when the netcode is not the netcode and the servers can't handle it? And KOF All-Stars had that same problem too. They keep trying to do co-op raids and stuff, but then the netcode is so bad that like the last time they did it, it was so bad that you couldn't even complete it. The game would soft lock because it was so lagged. It was like felt like it was several seconds behind whatever you were pressing. They keep saying it's in beta. It's like, just don't bother. Co-op and beat 'em up like service games is great if it works, but if it's not anything but perfect, it's torture. And when you force people to do it for a progression, that just makes it worse. At least in KOF, it's never really been necessary to do it. It's like when they took out the game's currency from the PvP and people were complaining about it. I'm like, you want that? You want to play that jank-ass PvP with tons of busted characters and terrible netcode to, like, progress in the game? I'm totally cool with, like, not having to do that. Not my thing at all. It's like trying to play KOF 13 online back on PS3 and 360. It's like, yeah, theoretically it works, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. I'd rather not be forced into it for any semblance of character progression. It's always been a problem in like other older games too, like DFO. If your connection wasn't like perfect with the people you were playing with, it was like barely functional. I'm sure they'll listen to the complaints in that game though and just make it so you can just play online. At the very least, like, not make it connect to the server when you're by yourself. Because at least that way you could grind and just kind of get past it that way. That content looks pretty fun, but when I have like almost a full second delay on any button I press before the game registers it, I'm not bothering with that. It's like why NetherRealm's games sell so well despite them being all kinds of janky. They have good netcode for one, and they also have good single player content. So people that don't want to deal with online BS can still enjoy it. You're never forced into it. The problem with a lot of these service games is that they want you to be on there so bad. But it's like not fun. Like this, I could probably solo this boss, but I'm really obsessed with making me play with people. Like, how about not scale it to my level and let me play by myself instead of dealing with crap netcode. Dude, what's with their mail system? This is cursed. Why are so many of these in here? Give me shit for harassing me with spam. Give me Virgil.
Okay, I want some more hot dark chocolate one. Got him.
Hey, kitty. Hey, groupie. I should have gotten. I should have got Gandara. It's kind of a better version of that game I was just playing. Well, maybe tomorrow. Forgot it today. I'm not in the best headspace, so let's see, what else do I have on here? Got Blood Brothers, Breaker's Revenge, Black Tiger. I could toss the Kuroko. I never played this much. Didn't really get a lot of distribution. It's a very, very late Neo Geo game. One of the last ones, actually. There wasn't much past this. Messed up. Oh, I'm not dealing with the button remapping tonight. That's just gonna make my mood worse. It's something I can play that doesn't require me to do that. Neo Geo is weird. Fighting games, the button layout for them was very awkward because the Neo Geo cabinets had 4 horizontal buttons. It wasn't 2 rows of 2 horizontal buttons. So when you try to play them on an emulator and you haven't like configured it, it's incredibly awkward. That's what's nice about the hamster ports of all the Neo Geo games is they all the fighting games they automatically set it to like normal, what you would expect, like jab, fear, short, roundhouse. But when you play them on an emulator like this, it's you pretty much have to. You have to configure it, or else your muscle memory is gonna ruin it pretty much. Yeah, like things like this you can play with defaults just fine, but fighting games, nope. Oh yeah, well. This game is never going to get a re-release. They did say there were supposed to be more games coming to the Capcom Arcade Stadium. The problem with saying that is that people are going to expect this to come back. A lot of the games they made back in this era were all licensed stuff. Back when nobody cared about Marvel. Now it's like a big deal having a Marvel license. They're not going to have this. Or Alien vs. Predator. That's a pipe dream. If you want to play that game, you have to go download a ROM. This is the only one I think that has any chance. This and like the D&D games. Out of all the licensed stuff they did. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and AVP is not happening. You kind of just have to suck it up and go download the ROM. This has a decent chance because they have worked with Marvel pretty recently. Like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and AVPs, like 3 different companies own the rights. They're not going to bother with that for like a 27-year-old game. Nowhere near they would make that money back unless they were planning on doing something else with it. Unfortunately, they didn't really think about those kind of things back when they made these games. Everything else they've made past this point, you know, they can sell those games until the end of time. But this, nope, you're never going to be able to legally buy this. I don't know what he's saying. Mario. How you doing, Lightside? I'm feeling better now that I'm not dealing with bad netcode. It's nice when video games respond to the inputs you command them to do. Good. I'm curious what they are going to add because it's like all people want is this. They want this and they want AVP. Everything else is like, you know, it's been available countless times at this point. This and D&D are the only ones that have any chance of being in the arcade stadium. This is like one of the only D&D are like the only licensed games they made that wouldn't be a complete nightmare to re-release. Cadillacs is never happening. Which is a shame, because Cadillacs is awesome. I would love to legally own that, but not happening. Got ninjas in New York City. Just random ninjas. Somehow they fit in a lot less than robot guys. Ninjas and karate guys. Along for the ride. Yeah, this boss. Freaking out of Battletoads or something. This game is really out there. For something that's supposed to be like gritty and realistic, it's got a lot of random stuff in it. There's just like ninjas and like freaking T-1000 clones. Like no consistency in the stuff in this game. That's what happens when you try to get Japanese people who probably don't even know what the Punisher is to make a game for you. I mean, you get the good gameplay, but they're gonna put random stuff like ninjas and T-1000 in the game. That's the price you pay. I definitely miss when they would get Japanese companies to do stuff like this. A lot of times it barely resembled the source material, but they were fucking awesome to play. Back then, Marvel didn't care. Now, it's like if you depict this character, one pixel on their outfit is wrong, then they're going to take your license away. Back when Marvel was struggling, like, yeah, we're just going to let this Japanese company make, like, 30 games with our license, and like, no supervision or rules. Meanwhile, when they came out with Marvel 3, they said that they had to do Doctor Strange in like a very specific way, or they wouldn't let them put him in the game. It's such a contrast to this. So much for that guy having my head. Just one shot. It's like Dynasty Warriors officers. They're so confident in their abilities, and then they just get killed in like 2 seconds. Although to their credit, I definitely have continued like 4 times. So I haven't played this game in like 20 years. A long time. game made history. First arcade beat 'em up with hyper armor gimmick bosses. What a legend. I forgot how annoying these guys are. You keep recycling them too. There's consistent ways to kill them, but like all beat 'em ups, the best bosses are the ones that stagger. This game is no different. This game's a pioneer. The OG obnoxious hyper armored boss. Gotta love it. It's a necessity. Final punishment. GG. That's gonna be the last game for today. I'm gonna have a snack. Try to not feel so awful. Eating will help. I haven't played that through in a long time. That was very satisfying. Good game. No Evel. Nice spelling. All those ninjas in New York are trembling right now. Ninjas and the guys in karate gis and the T1000s. The crime situation in New York is very unique according to this game. It's just like clones of ninjas and T1000 guys everywhere. A bunch of cosplayers in karate gis. Small amount of normal looking thugs. Everybody else is like offensively Japanese. That's what happens when you get like Japanese people who don't know anything about American comics. You tell them to make games like this, which is awesome. I mean, it's cool. It's just they would not make a game like this today. That's for sure. Everything now is under strict supervision. They have all these bullshit rules they have to follow to do anything with Marvel properties. Back in the 90s, Marvel was not doing very well. So, anything went. I kind of missed that, to be honest. We got a lot better Marvel games back then than we do now, that's for sure. Gonna say, and you? Alright. That's gonna do it for today. If I'm up for it, I might do some more gaming tonight. Try to raise some funds or something. I'll catch you guys later.